REED-BBS. BBS. Black Burke Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.
REED-BBS. BBS. Tank versus Frank. For most of this month of March, it's been rumored Gervonta Tank Davis will be meeting Frank the Ghost Martin with a penciled in, not ink, but penciled in date of June 15th or so on Amazon PPV, Amazon Prime PPV for the vacant WBA lightweight title. So Gervonta, Tank, Abdul Wahid, Paula Abdul Wahid. He's 29-0, 27 KOs. One of the faces of boxing. One of the faces of boxing. Now, $1 million pay-per-view under your belt. That's nice. In fact, that's nicer than nice. That's dope. But Leonard Ellerby and Floyd, now that Tank got one under his belt, Tank's a draw, and he draws this, and you're going to have to settle for this and that. Look, it don't make you the face of boxing just yet. You're one of them, though. Indubitably. Indubitably, you're one of the faces of boxing. And Tank last fought the Ride guy, RyanGarcia, KingRy, April of last year. He's one of boxing's true one-hitter quitter, KO artist, 93% KO ratio. Names like Ryan, Rolly, Leo Santa Cruz, Jose Pedraza, and Mario Barrios. They all got. They all got. And low-key, that Barrios win looks better and better with each fight, even though it was a rehydration clause, even though it was at a lower weight class. It still looks better and better. I got to give Tank props for that. But a win over Frank Martin, 18-0, 12 KOs, that just might be the most impressive feather in Tank's cap yet, all things considered. Again, no rehydration clauses, since this will be at 35 for the title. Like Tank, Martin's also a southpaw. He's very athletic. Frank Martin is. He's a little taller than Tank. Everybody taller than Tank. Shit, my daughters are taller than Tank. My mama, my grandsons are taller than Tank. They 9 years old just about. Presumably stronger than Tank. I just read off Tank's hit list, and he normally doesn't face slick brothers. It's always intriguing to see who ends up being more aggressive, who initiates the action first when two fast, twitchy counterpunchers with pop meet up. Tank, he's facing a lot of the essays, a lot of the Latin fighters. He don't face too many slick brothers, so that's an element that Frank Martin brings to the equation. And here you go. Let's see it. Something's got to give. Now, it goes without saying, Tank's got more firepower, clearly. But what happens if Martin beats Tank to the punch? Or what happens if Frank Martin makes Tank miss and pay? What if someone makes Tank miss and pay for a change instead of Tank being the one making you miss and making you pay? What if Frank Martin reverses the whip? I'm actually surprised Team Tank didn't lock in Pitbull Cruz prior to him taking the Rolly fight at 140. I thought that was a no-brainer. Because that's a surer thing. That's a surer, more bona fide win than beating Frank Martin is. For sure. Don't get it twisted. Tank's a huge favorite here. But depending on the odds, it might not be the worst idea to put a couple dollars on Frank Martin. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. REED-BBS, BBS. Black Burke Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. Television! Fred Sanford of the Fistic Arts. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.